Can you play the violin? And if not, have you ever tried to? You see, you could be a musical genius and not even know about it. Isn't that a shame? Where do talents come from? We tend to think that talent runs in families because we see that happening in so many areas. We see the Gickenhall or the Douglas in cinema. We see the Safran Foer or the Bronte sister in literature. We see the Puccini family or the Bach family in music. But I do believe that those people found their talents because when they were children, they were able to breathe them at home. Bach was surrounded by instruments and music, and therefore he was able to touch a violin and discover that he was good at it. But imagine if for a moment Giacomo Puccini had been born inside Emily Bronte's family. Emily's mom would have never thought about taking Giacomo to the opera, and he may have grown a frustrated kid, convinced that he was talentless. Everybody has a talent. Some people call it a mission, a passion, a gift, an element. Whatever you want to call it, finding yours is essential to understanding what you're here for. But in order to find a talent, you have to try many different things because you cannot know what you like unless you try it. Nowadays, kids grow up and go to university or even find a career without knowing what they're good at. They should experiment with the biggest amount of possibilities till they find what they like, what moves them, but they don't. Why? Well, 9 to 5, we take those kids into a school system that's teaching them the same subjects that were taught 100 years ago. They still spend lots of time memorizing the same info and data that can now be so easily found on the internet. We should take advantage of the new technology and decrease the amount of time we dedicate to those subjects so they could use the spare time to experiment, to explore, to learn new things. There is also a lack of imagination after 5 on the choice of extracurricular. Girls have been doing ballet classes for decades, and with boys it's all about soccer or judo. But what's worse is that after school, we parents obsess about organizing our kids' free time among other kids. We do play dates and birthday parties, and our 6-year-old spends all his free time with another 6-year-old. Same mates, same social background, they can enjoy it lots, but they won't learn anything because they know the same things.
So instead of organizing yet again another play date, we parents obsess about that. You could have asked that colleague of yours that just went to China to show your kids the amazing pictures he took there. Or what about that neighbor that cooks so well? She could have taken your kids for half an hour to teach them how to bake a cake. Kids should spend more time among adults. They used to do so. They just don't do that anymore. And for that reason, I want them to discover new worlds thanks to you. And I want to start an initiative today, right now, called Teach a Talent, where we all feel the responsibility to teach something to a kid. I'm not talking about long-term commitment, because 2 minutes may be enough to see a spark on a kid's eye. And when parents sense that there's something going on there, then it will be up to them to find for proper courses or teachers. I'm just asking for a little bit of your time to share your passion with a child. And to help you get involved, we have created a website, teachatalent.com, where you already can find lots of talents available for your children, or where you can tell us what it is that you would like to teach. We have divided it into cities, so you can see what's going on in your area. But beware, I don't consider distance as a problem for this initiative. I'm thinking also about those parents that could be a little bit apprehensive about their children mixing with strangers. Nowadays, thanks to technology, a person can be in Buenos Aires and with Skype teach a little bit of Spanish to a kid in Dubai. That's the reason we've added a category called long distance. We've got a Facebook page that you can use to see what's going on. We've got a Twitter profile. We've got a hashtag. I want you now, start spreading the message. Tell us your opinions. Teach a talent. Let me tell you a couple of quick examples, okay? Elisa in Barcelona, amazing photographer, happy to take your kid for half an hour. They can walk together and she will tell them how to take a picture. Or what about Ventura here in Madrid? This man is able to fix whatever you put in front of him. And he will be more than happy to teach your kid how to repair his broken toy. Or what about Tinguaro? He lives in the Canary Island and wants your kids to spend his free time with them, teaching them about bioagriculture. So then your children will be able to know what real fruit tastes like. We would also like little shops and business to be involved with this. And we're thinking especially about those little shops and workshops that are suffering so much nowadays. You can find lots of them in our website. And to them, we're going to distribute a sticker. Just like there was the Visa sticker or the Dog Welcome sticker, a teacher's talent sticker in a door will mean that that shop is a child-friendly place where your child can go inside, wander around, touch things, ask questions. We've got so many involved already. For instance, this is David. He's got an amazing little bike workshop and wants to tell your children all about repairing his little bike. Franzen, he's got a flower shop where your kids can learn the name of flowers. They don't do that nowadays. A kid can understand what's a rose and what's a daisy. And he can teach them how to take care of a little plant. Or what about Hermano Sabater in Buenos Aires? They've got a soap factory, so your child can discover how soap is made. We've got this music shop that's full of ethnical instruments, so your children can discover what Africa sounds like, or Asia. And let me grab a list, because in 2 days, the amount of volunteers we gather is just amazing. In the website, for free, wherever you are, your kid can be able to learn a little bit of HTML, how to make your own accessories, how to start a blog, learn the art of jewelry, learn pottery, how to upholster a chair, learn origami, learn to play guitar, learn to speak in public, learn Spanish literature, how to work with glass, how to sew. A man wants to sing kids lullabies in Spanish, another one in Italian, another one in English. They can learn how to draw caricatures. They can learn how to make a mandala, typography. Isn't this great? Just 2 days. It's the work of volunteers. Thank you so much, guys. The important thing is that we all get involved. And let me tell you, having no kids doesn't qualify as an excuse to not participate, because kids are everywhere. Your neighbor has kids, your colleague at work has kids, even your sister has kids. She doesn't rent them for the holiday dinners. We're passing through horrible times of crisis, and it is a crisis that we have created, and we're passing them now. They're going to be the ones that will have to solve it. And the more subjects, the more skills they come in contact with, the more able they will be to do so. Knowing what you're good at gives you the necessary strength to fight in times of crisis. Remember, these kids are going to be the ones that pay for your pension. So start spreading the message, join our community, participate. I want you to join our website. And thank you so much.